of.
Hello, hello.
And in front of you is a brightly lit wooden house, the only building you've seen for days.
Let me see something.
You walk toward the house,
Okay, hold on.
hearing the sounds of laughter and talk as you reach the door and push it open.
Can anyone still see it? 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 Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Um. Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing it. Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing it. Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing it. Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 And that needs to go. And that needs to go. And that needs up. To go. Up. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me see my chat. Okay, we see. Okay, see this. All right. This should be. I'm gonna wait it just a little bit, and if anyone can type, that would be really nice. Can you see and hear the game? Because I'm thinking the game is like. Okay, you can hear that. Okay. Should be. Let me pull up. Okay. Stream manager. And I should have chat here. Okay, let me. So this is where the water tastes like wine. Awesome title, if I can say so myself. I didn't name that, but anyways, this game has a really, really good soundtrack, like the OST. When I heard one song of it, I think it's the theme song. it's a really, really, really good OST. So if you are interested in it, I highly recommend that you um, listen to it on your own time. Because the thing is, I'm kind of a little nervous because I'm not sure whether or not this is copyrighted or not. I got a notification this morning, and it says basically that um, there is this small issue, especially towards the end, because I think it's the ending that kind of messed me up. So in the end, a jazz song plays by Etta James. I rather go blind. I think it's the title of the song, and it's a great song, but unfortunately, it's copyrighted. So there might be small issue at the end. I think I have the VOD downloaded. So again, like with the VODs, I I currently have 3 VODs uploaded on the Twitch channel, and I always keep a copy with me. So I'm not sure whether or not what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to keep it for now because again, as of as of this stream, I don't really have a way to keep them longer than 7 days on Twitch because after 7 days, these VODs get deleted. So if you want to let me know what I should do with these VODs, like whether or not I should publish them on YouTube or something, again, I don't know what that's going to be like, and that's going to take a while if I want to upload that. But yeah, let me know because I don't want to stream and then after 7 days the VOD just disappears, and I think it will keep it for longer as soon as I reach a new tier. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with that just yet. Um, Again, there is not really an intro for this game. It just went straight into like a little mini short intro. There is no like title screen, title card, or nothing like that. So yeah, I think you should be able to hear this click. So that lets me know that um, yeah, it kind of registers on my soundboard that it registers that there is a click there. So you should be able to hear it as well. Let me know if you don't. But yeah, let's continue. Yeah, audio should be good. And again, the art style in this game is great. At least to me it is. Maybe it might be not your cup of tea, but again, I don't know what this game is.
You sit down and join the game. It's a cheap buy-in, and not many of the other players are very good.
Ooh, the voice acting. I really like the voice acting. All right, let's look around.
The lady fiddling with dice gets good cards, but has no real strategy. The man to your right seems to just hold on to the highest cards he has, regardless of suit or any consideration of matches.
Okay. Um. Okay. Um. Looking into this dice game, I kind of reminds me of this game called Balatro. If you've ever played it, it's a really fun game, really addicting. But it's not gambling, but it's basically a deck builder game where you have to build your deck and score as many points as you can, and that is a fun game, and it kind of like reminds me of that. But anyways, let's see what this game is all about.
The man in gray across from you, though, he's good. He already had the largest pile of coins when you bought in, and while your winnings grow quickly, you can't quite catch him.
Don't deal with the devil. Don't do it.
One by one, the other players leave the table, sometimes with pique or with wry humor, leaving their winnings with you or the man in gray.
Ooh, the voice acting. I can't get over it. Okay. Ooh, we're cleaning the table. What is that feather? Like, is that a key? Uh-oh. The stakes are higher and higher. That is a full...
Finally, it's just you and the man in gray. He looks at you, full of humor, and winks. Last hand?
Hey, I'm in. I'm
He
in.
deals, you draw, and look at your hand. It's good. It's great. The best hand, in
Yeah,
fact.
it's a royal flush.
A royal straight flush.
A 10, an ace.
Spades.
Um,
Aces high.
oh no.
But the man in gray pushes forward his whole pile. You're not sure exactly how much it is, but it's more than you've got.
Oh no.
You can't match that.
Why do we fold? Get. Oh, come on, don't
The
fold.
man in gray stops you. Now, if you like, I'll let you wager your word. I know you'll be good for it. Just promise you'll pay the debt, however I ask.
Ooh, hold on. This one. Um. Okay, so always check your cards.
Yep. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. All spades.
We have a 10, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace, all spades. What hand is better than that? You know what?
The man in gray smiles. All right then. I'll call.
Show him. This is the best hand, right? What are you doing? Oh, that's like a blood promise? Okay, we just sold our soul. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, that's us, I think. Right? Did we lose?
Well, your luck wasn't so good, was it? That's quite the hand, but not for the game we're playing. I'm afraid you owe me. Your life, sure, but more than that. Your labor.
Wait. We lost? That was the best hand in the game. Okay, I'm confused, but we're going to continue.
You see, this land is built on stories. It's one big story, this country, woven of many small ones.
Okay.
Few of the small ones are strictly true, and the big story is mostly
hold on.
a lie.
I'm gonna just...
All the stories and songs and myths.
Is the
and
game audio
legends
too
start
loud?
Somewhere, with a seed. As they're told and retold and passed around, they grow and change to become the stories we know.
Okay.
To pay your debt to me, you'll be carrying stories, finding the seeds first and then spreading them, telling them onwards so they can begin gaining strength. This is no light task. Stories are heavy.
That they are.
Most of the stories you'll find will be small seeds. They might be true, but they'll grow wild and unbelievable with the telling. The more important stories are the true ones, the ones people will tell you about their own lives. Those often get lost in the weaves of the big story.
Okay.
The more true stories you can find and tell, the more you can weave that truth into the big story. Tarnish it a bit perhaps, but isn't a dingy and battered truth better than a shining lie?
There's a lot of good lines in this.
Now, go ahead. You tell me a story. I'll trade you some information about your task.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here, but... Okay, so... Tell the story of a black and gray city where every building is filled with desiccated corpses. Hey Lucian, happy birthday. I hope you have a good day, or at least one that's a bit better. I'm happy to see you. Welcome. This is the game called Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. So it's not a scary game per se, but I didn't want to like end the year on a scary game. Again, this is not going to be like a full playthrough in one session, but I hope you enjoyed regardless. Okay, so basically what happened is we technically won. I mean, technically we lost, but we were supposed to win a card game, and we didn't really win, even though that we had the best hand in the game. And now we are basically enslaved and have to tell stories to pay off our debt. I'm trying to find out what this is. Okay. Okay, I just chose one random.
Your deepest desires, your greatest wish, heaven? Big Rock Candy Mountain? El Dorado, the promised land, that place just over the ridge where they all say that the water tastes just like the sweetest wine. Well,
Yeah,
I
this-
don't know where that is. It's supposed to be somewhere in this country. Ask the people you meet.
Okay.
They're all searching. for
So
the
I guess
same
we
thing.
have okay, so basically this is, we have some seeds of stories, but we don't know what we're doing with it yet. So again, where the water tastes like wine, I'm gonna answer your question in a minute. It's a good title, and his line of where the water tastes like the sweetest wine, that's a good line. So again, my favorite food, man, it's a bit difficult to explain because like I have mixed heritage and I like foods from different places. But one thing that I grew up with, and you might not, it's not really that well known, I guess, but if you ever went to Belgium, you can basically get this anywhere if you are there. It's basically French fries. It's technically Belgian fries, but you know, let's not get hung up on the semantics. And it's fries and beef stew, and that is really, really good. Like, the thing is, in Belgium and the Netherlands as well, you have these little fry shops, and they're amazing. Like, it's like I'm not sure if you know a lot about like UK, but they have like chipper shops, right? And yeah, fries are great. Fries are versatile. It's delicious. You can pick any sauce you want. You can pick any sauce you want, and it's gonna fit. So basically, in Belgium, you can have like fries with like beef stew, and it's so good. Because the thing is, it's not just fries, right? The fries are made from really good quality potatoes, and they're not fried in like oil. They're if we're being really traditional, they're frying them in beef tallow, right? I think McDonald's used to do that as well, and then they stopped doing it because it was too expensive. So Belgian fries are fried in beef tallow. I'm sorry, vegetarians. I mean, there might be some other options for you, but again, make sure you ask if you're vegetarian or if you have any food restrictions. So fries fried in beef tallow, and then beef stew. It is such a rich experience, and it's comforting. If you have the opportunity to visit Belgium, or at least, you know, maybe buy Belgian chocolate in your local supermarket, it's great. It's actually really great. Belgium is known for its chocolate as well, and I'm gonna say it. Belgian chocolate is way better than Swiss chocolate. I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. You might have like a different opinion, or you might say, oh, you know, this country has better. I'm Belgium, and I don't have a lot of nationalism in me, but what nationalism I do have, what patriotism I do have, I have to hand it to them. Belgian chocolate is just, It's just different. So yeah, there is this. The thing is, in my local area, I'm not in Belgium anymore, so I live in Thailand. So, in the shops, if you go to a bit of a higher quality shop, like where they sell foreign foods, you can find like items from like international items from other countries. And if you look at the chocolates, there is this one brand that consistently pops up. It's called I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, Ghislain, and it's like those seashell shaped chocolates. So you have like those chocolates, but like in the form of like a seahorse and seashells. Let me show you a picture. Okay, that's hold on, give me a minute. This is what it looks like. Hold on. Right there. Okay, so this is basically what is available, and it's really good. But again, like, yeah, like for me, Kit Kat is fine. Like, I enjoy Kit Kat. Snickers is fine too. The only chocolate that's like widely available that I don't really like is Hershey's. I'm sorry, Hershey's doesn't really taste. There's something sour about it. I'm not sure if I was like, people are saying like, oh, these it's like it's something different that they do. It's like not really milk powder or something, but I'm not sure. But I don't really like Hershey's all that much. Cadbury's is really good. I mean, it's not as good as Belgian chocolate, but I'll take it. Like Cadbury, anything. They have milk chocolate and all different types of like fillings as well. How did we get here? Okay, so we got here by discussing the water, where the water tastes like wine. That's a good line. Anyway, so what I gathered from our previous choice is that we basically need more information, so we need to play the game a bit more. So let's try this.
Travel? That's your job. Wander from place to place, gather those stories and spread them.
Okay, that's I mean, that's what you
People
told me.
get bored hearing the same stories over and over. But an old cliche in one state might be a rip-roaring new yarn in another.
Okay. So I'm we have a few more choices left. So what I want to do is I want to exhaust all these options. If you have anything to say, just say it. I mean, you don't have to wait for my
You
permission.
sometimes have to make choices about what kind of story you're finding. Is it a love story or a tragedy?
Okay. I'm hoping it's a love story, not a tragedy,
Don't
because
gather too many of one kind, though. This grand story needs variety.
true. Ooh, dice. Okay. Tell us.
It's just luck. Funny how bad luck seems to follow the folks who already have problems aplenty.
That's true. Like, it seems like when it rains, it pours, right?
Well, try your luck out there in this country. See how the dice treat you. It's not all bad. You'll have to work hard, but I'll give you the gift for seeing the true shapes of people.
Okay, good.
Not many who can do that.
And I think that's our last option.
I'll strip away your flesh to make the journey easier, but still you'll feel pain.
Wait, hold on. He's gonna kill us?
Hunger, weariness, thirst, and despair. They're all part of stories, the part not often told.
Okay.
And death, yes. But don't worry. As long as your task remains, you come back.
Okay, great.
Go
So there's
on
no
your way,
clocking.
Seeker. Maybe we'll meet again, or maybe not. Either way, it'll be an experience for you.
Okay, so I guess
I'm
this is...
jealous in some ways.
I don't believe you for a minute.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay, so this is us. Wait, he really did... Okay, any... This... Okay, how do I search this?
This bungalow is being ransacked. There's
Okay.
furniture piled in the front yard, ammunition heaped under the mailbox, and a crowd of clean-cut men ripping apart a car in the driveway.
Wow, okay, hold on.
The two heavily armed, mud-caked women leaning over the porch railing share the same bored grin. One shouts at you. Lend a couple innocent gals a cigarette?
Okay, one of these, the thing is, if this ever happens to you, the good answer or the best thing to do is to just turn around and walk away. But because we're not smart, we're going to just say sure.
You're about to hand her a smoke when those men draw pistols and shove you hard into the dirt. You know these girls?
No, we don't.
Once they've dumped your bag out into the road, they decide you're harmless. If you were selling booze too, you'd have a lot more cash, sneers one. On the porch behind him,
Damn.
the two bootleggers are fingering their empty rifles, grinning in disappointment.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is H. Okay, let's see. Your goal is to fulfill your obligation to the wolf by finding all 16 characters scattered over the US and trade stories with them until you earn their trust and finish their story. Okay. By having adventures, you begin to collect stories. When you meet characters, they'll ask you for your different types of stories: tragic, hopeful, scary, thrilling, or funny. Remember what sort of adventure you had, and you'll know what type of story you got. Stories will grow and change as you tell them. Once you tell a story to a character, it will be out in the world, and you may encounter someone else who will tell you a better version of it. These better versions will be more entertaining when you tell them to characters. Be sure to tell different stories so you have a chance to grow them all. The stories you get from characters are wild cards. They will fit any of the 5 categories. However, telling them will not cause them to grow, so use them sparingly as you're giving up a chance to spread other stories. If you want to swap around the stories you tell, you can do that in the inventory. Okay, this is kind of difficult. Hold on, There are several ways to travel across the US. The easiest is by walking, but it's slow. You can speed up your walking by whistling. Hold down the down button and match the notes to keep your spirits and speed up. See controls for more details. Okay. You can also hop a ride on a boxcar. This will get you exactly where you need to go, but runs the risk of getting injured by the railroad cops. To hop a ride, find a train yard. A safer way to travel is hitchhiking. To hitchhike, hold the hitchhike button while standing next to a road with cars on it. Not every car will stop, and they won't always carry to the full distance, but you will be safe. Finally, if you've got some cash, you can go to a city and ride the fast, safe passenger train from place to place. It costs money, but it's the best way to travel. Okay, characters. Each time you meet a character, you'll have a night to talk with them and exchange stories. If you tell them the kind of stories they want, you'll gain their trust and move forward through their tale. However, there's no penalty to telling them a different story. You will still learn whatever they have to tell you. You have multiple characters, and when you fully open the eye in the interface, the next time you meet them, you'll move on to their next chapter. When you finish all the chapters, you won't see them again. Each time you finish a night with a character, they will move somewhere else. You can always check the map to see where they are, but they will also show you when they move. The inventory holds the mementos you've collected from the characters you've met. Once a character trusts you fully, they'll give you something to remember them by, which can be used to travel to where you first met. The inventory screen also has tabs so you can see your stories, a timeline of your adventures, a map of the US, and your progress each of the characters. Okay, so I can't really change the camera, but I'm going to. Okay, is this how you? Okay, so let's see this. How does this sound? Like I feel like the sound is really loud. So let me try and fix it. Ooh, okay. Maybe sound right here. Okay, let me just. That should be better, right? Resume. Okay, how do I?
Off the road.
Okay, E, I
into
guess.
The woods. You can't help but come across this package by the old tree tied to a sturdy stick. The cloth wrapping conceals, though not particularly well, something large and softly unsettled. Little eyes blink back at you from inside the bundle.
Oh, please don't tell me it's like a little baby. Say hello.
The shape gives a start.
Please don't tell my pa that I'm in here.
It says in a small voice.
Why not?
Pa doesn't want to live with us anymore. But I want to go with him. Don't tell him, please. I'm hiding.
Okay.
You tell the boy you'll keep his secret. You don't see his father anywhere. You don't see another soul for miles.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of sad. I mean, oh, we're in Portland. Oh, well, almost in Portland. Man, this music is good.
They don't come every year, you know. The old man is sitting at the edge of a rotting old pier, crooked legs dangling over the water. He watches a pair of seagulls preen and groom each other on a rock just off the shore. Just when the fishing is going to be good.
Okay.
He taps great, black, thick globs of spent tobacco out of a huge ceramic pipe.
Yikes.
I got another year, I guess. Another year of this town being here, he replies, letting a grin spread across his face. If the seagulls came, that means enough fish to keep it in place.
Okay. What else do we have?
The woman walks the small town square with the poise of Betty Davis. The confident stride and inimitable mannerisms elevating the sidewalk into a plush Hollywood carpet. And wrapped around her neck, a yellow velvet ribbon, bright as an ocean sunrise. You question a well-dressed man parked outside an oyster house. Prudish woman. I took her on a fine date and she didn't remove so much as a ribbon. Excuse me, can you step back from the coupe? That's the spirit.
Okay, this
decide
is
to seek a second opinion.
okay. I'm guessing she's getting
You
harassed.
talk with a waitress smoking outside a diner. Something funny about her. Just showed up one day. Doesn't work, doesn't live anywhere as far as I know. Just around. Myself,
I'd love to know who made all her beautiful clothes.
You ask the woman if you may join her at a public bench.
You may. Lovely outside, isn't it?
Her eyes are a beautiful shade of brown. Beneath the yellow ribbon, a thick, fibrous scar wraps around her throat.
Okay.
Weather like this, it reminds me of Paris.
Okay, she's French, okay. The elegant woman in a small town. Okay.
You can see storm clouds on the horizon, and you don't relish the thought of being caught wandering this rocky seaside road in the rain. Fortunately, you find the lighthouse door open with a daunting staircase before you.
Okay, we climb up.
At the top of an ornate wrought iron spiral, you're breathless and feeling the strain on your knees. Rain already batters the walls outside. You can only knock on a heavy wooden door leading into the upper level. Muffled voices and light seep in beneath the door.
Okay, do we even have ears? Because it feels like they all stripped our skin away.
Looks like we got a visitor. Sounds like a man's voice, deep and rough.
Well, behave yourself. I'll open the door.
Another man, this one with a higher, more sonorous voice. I always behave myself. He feigns indignation, but his tone betrays affection instead.
Okay.
After a moment, the door unlatches from the inside and opens. The man before you is tall and muscular, with a hint of a paunch beneath his wide chest.
What is a paunch?
The heavy iron knob on the door looks nearly dainty in his huge hand.
Didn't want to be out in this rain, did you? Come in.
All right.
Despite the rough exterior, this room looks like a well-appointed parlor. There's a rug on the well-trod wooden floor and an enormously plush couch. And sat upon it is a stocky fellow grinning through a great hazel-colored beard. Tea? He offers, hoisting a teapot.
A few years.
Okay,
The tall
this
one
the
sits
I'm,
on
I'm
the
noticing
sofa,
that this
wrapping
symbol
his
here
own
like changes. I'm not sure what that
around
means
the
yet.
other lighthouse keeper. 5, says the smaller, but by no means small man.
That long? Time flies. We traveled together before that. You must have some good stories from the road, huh?
You wake up the next morning on their old sofa, still warm from an excess of tea. And cakes? There might have been little cakes. Prodigious snoring rumbles in from the floor above you, and you quietly take your leave.
Okay. So okay, let's try that. Okay, that's our thumb. Okay, they're not stopping, so that's fine. Okay, so we just passed New Hampshire, and I'm not sure what this is. Okay, there's a lot to do here, hold on.
A dusty truck and a man on horseback pull up next to one another in front of the grocer. Suddenly, the driver and the rider, two wiry old men with identical haircuts, start shrieking at one another.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
The man with the truck leaps into the street.
Brother!
He shouts. The one on the horse tumbles out of his saddle.
Brother!
He screams. They embrace in the road.
30 years!
Hollers the driver. The rider, tears streaming down over his face, corrects him.
No, 32!
Everyone here is watching these two older men cry and hug one another in the middle of Main Street. Cars and wagons are backing up. People are yelling.
Take a photo of us!
The driver begs you. Starts hauling a tripod out of the bed of his truck.
All right.
The long-lost brothers pose in front of traffic, cry snot pouring out of their noses. As angry passerby wave you out of the road, each brother presses a coin into your hand. When the traffic disperses, you realize they overpaid you quite a shocking amount.
All right. We got paid for that too. Okay, so that's a really heartwarming story. I like that. Anything in Boston we can do? Okay, we can just enter Boston. Okay. Okay, we're in Boston. Red brick, green trees, blue sky. In this weather, Boston is beautiful. That is until you make your way deeper into the city and get lost among the cramped, winding, shadow-haunted old streets. Let's explore.
This city is like no other you've been to. Crooked streets splay out in a maze of narrow passages, no two alike. Soon, you find yourself in twilight, utterly lost. Bright light crests around one corner, a car approaching.
We kind of keep
Unable
walking.
to afford rescue, you keep walking. The asphalt turns to crooked cobblestones that threaten to wrench your ankle out of place. Was this always a moonless night? The stars multiply, each one looking like a pinprick through which light is exiting the terrestrial world. It's hard finding your way through in pitch darkness. You go by touch and sound, feeling the scale of the streets by the echoing of your footsteps, fingers tracing the rough surface of the buildings. And then, a rumble of noise in the distance.
Oh no. Oh no, we're about to get mugged or something.
You quiet yourself, suddenly fearful. The clear sky tells you it's not thunder, but cannon fire.
Ooh. Are we like in the middle of a civil war?
With fires and shouting. You find yourself trampled by a mob of men in thick brown coats, a phalanx of bayonets advancing up the street. When you come to, there's no sign of the commotion, the war that you were just caught in. The comically shrill honk of a Model A running up the road startles you, and you crawl toward the sidewalk. Above, the sky is a sharp.
Hold on, just give me a second so I can put that right there. And there we go.
Cold, cloudless blue.
Let's move on. What can we buy? Hold on. What is this? Earn money? Let's look for work. You're waiting for the light to change outside a corner store when the cashier sticks his head out the window and shouts, "Hey, got some time? Want a little cash?" "Yes, sir, I do." He needs help moving cases of compressed pop fizz into the back room. You go through the... Jesus. People in this town are absolute fiends for soda. There's 3 soda jerks in this neighborhood alone, and we're still making a killing. I can't stand the stuff though, he admits, and I'm not sure it's right. How do you mean? You've ever read the ingredients? He asked. Curled my hair, no lie. And with that cryptic warning, he tosses you some coins and gets back to selling soda. What can you buy? Okay. Oh, these are okay. These are like my levels, right? So I need more coin, and this is okay. Go back. Yeah, we're going to leave. We came from there, so we're going to right here, and we're going to Massachusetts. And just like that, we're in Massachusetts. Believe it or not.
The man is the color of mill dust.
Whoa.
His smile creases his face like folds in dough. He gestures you inside
the lines in this game, though,
and shouts over the sound of driving wheels. You're welcome to sleep here. You don't want to rest by the river. Not in the evening. Insects.
Okay.
Man shoves the broken door closed behind you. The mill is warm, and the air is heavy with the powder kicked up by your entrance. You realize how easy it would be to drift off on this pile of sacks to the loud but constant sound of the grinding wheels.
Okay, if we sleep here, we're going to get robbed, so let's fight.
Consciousness is elusive. Your limbs throb with a dull fatigue, and your eyes are sticky with dust. The man suddenly grips your legs and drags you toward the millstone. You do not love my daughter. You will not have her. I will not let you hurt her. Your hand catches a flour sack printed with brightly colored flowers. A puff of flour makes you sneeze, and you wake. The mill is quiet, its works long disconnected. In your hand is the faded remnant of what might once have been a bag, or a piece of a dress.
Okay, wow. Okay, now what is this? This has been online. It's a camp. Okay, let's see what this camp is all about. Quinn by...
Hey there, stranger. You're welcome to enjoy this fire with me. If you're respectful, that is.
Alright. We are respectable
This here
folk.
is my spot, and I ain't inclined to share it with any bad characters. You can call me Quinn.
Alright.
These here are my venturing companions. Cass is the big un, and the one with the spots is Flip. I usually
Cass
beat my way
and
on the
Flip.
rails, but the road news said this town was fat, and the weather was fine. So I'm taking in the sights and seeing what I can drum up.
Okay. I don't have a good feeling about this character yet,
Hey,
but...
do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
Okay, thrilling. What is... Here are all the stories you've collected so far. They're organized by subject because the boss lacks the tarot cards. As the night goes on, this icon will move left to right. When it reaches the right side, the night is over and you can... And so is your storytelling. The person you're talking to will usually tell you where they'll be next, so you can find him again. If you tell them the type of stories they request, you'll gain their trust and the eye will open. When it opens fully, the next time you meet them, they'll open more about their life. They'll remember this from the conversation to conversation, so don't feel you need to open the eye all the way the first time you meet someone. Dance around and get to know them. Okay. Excuse me. Sadness? No, that's not. Family, the future, the past, memories, authority. Let's try that. Let's try authority. Yeah, that was pretty thrilling, right? Oh wait, we can do the... No. Right here, right here. Let's tell the story about the creepy mill around Boston. Yeah, okay. That should be
I
little.
usually like the scary stuff, but your story needed more punch, I think.
Okay. Kind of rude, but
My
I'll take.
family. There ain't no way I'm gonna start jaw flapping about those bastards. Judases, the lot of them. Enough said.
Ooh. Hold on. I'm busy.
I wanna hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
Alright, venturing. I don't think so. Do we? Maybe this one?
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale instead any day.
Okay, that didn't work.
Sad. Oh, so you think just 'cause I'm young, I gotta be sad, crying after my mama every night.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I don't need you looking after me, so if you're offering, don't. And I thought I told you to be respectful. What you really ought to be asking yourself is if you want to keep enjoying my spot or not. I want a story that scares me. Now I'm older, almost nobody can do it. Give me your best shot.
Okay, scary. Okay, I think the clamor in Boston is probably the best one that we have.
You spin a good yarn. I was shivering there for a little bit.
Okay, that was pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about the past, but they
what?
say there's an Injun grave around these parts. Say it's haunted and full up with angry spirits. I used to love hearing stories of cowboys and Injuns fighting it up. Would swap tales with the youngins. But, well, I suppose if someone shot me, I'd be pretty vengeful too.
True that.
Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Exciting? I mean, this is probably like exciting as
Well, that was a lively tale.
Oh.
Authority, bosses and such.
Uh-huh.
I ain't nobody's little Angelina, if that's what you're asking. I take care of myself and my dogs. I don't need no jocker looking out for me, so if you're offering, don't. Shoot, I thought I told you to be respectful. You want to keep enjoying my spot or not? Think about that. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
I just told you one. That's not exciting. That's not exciting. Okay, so I think I messed up.
What's the use in telling sweet happy tales if in the make you snooze? What's my future look like? I ain't looking for a traveling companion if that's what you mean. I do fine by myself, so just stick to minding your own.
Hey, that's I.
Oh, heck, the night's over already. I sure enjoyed talking to you, but I gotta get on. I think I'll see what's happening up the road this way.
Okay, so we are here, right? And he's going to be in MD. If anyone is American, please let me know what is MD. Okay, I think this might be New Jersey. DE is... I'm not American, I don't know. So, just above Virginia. Okay. I'll see you in MD.
The tramping life suits me just fine. Every day is a venture. With things being so depressed, folks walk around like it's the end of everything good. But it ain't. Plenty nice things to see if you know where to look.
Okay, so that's the hobo kid. Okay. Anything here that we can do? Okay, so nothing there. Rhode Island. Okay, so this is Connecticut? Is that right? Okay. Let's see what we have here. As you walk down the road, a black crow flutters down to land in your path. It looks at you, cocks its head and speaks. Well, you've got a long, long road ahead of you, don't you? All these people to chase down, or so I hear. It laughs. I've got some experience when it comes to chasing folks. Tell me about it. Well, if you want, you could go find your friend again. Ask them more about their life. They might want better story this time, though. It peers up at you. Didn't they tell you what they had, where they were headed next? Yeah, I mean, they did, but I don't have a lot of stories right now. But hey, the world is full of people. Bet you could find another friend like that. That gives, if you went looking around, there's more than one interesting person in this land. For sure, it gives a gravely laugh. That's what humans say anyway. And with that, it launches into the air and disappears. Okay. Okay. Hold left control. Okay, let me just... Just give me a second to... Okay, let's go to New York. That didn't do nothing. Okay, I think I messed that up. What do we have here?
He leans against a fence and turns to face you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of bird seed. He assures you that the gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
Passenger pigeons? Like, is that something like one of those pigeons they used in the war?
They look extinct to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds?
Yeah, birds are great.
They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really. Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you?
He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood flecking the creature's dirty gray head.
Okay.
You sense it's about time you start moving on.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road, though the flapping of ungainly wings...
Those were evil birds, let me tell you something.
Hours.
The pigeon keeper. Here's story. Oh no. Oh no. This is like a mafia kind of guy, right? This bar is crowded with people from every walk of life. Businessmen, young men in muddy overalls, and a crowd of girls in slinky dresses preparing their blood alcohol content for a night on the town. Yeesh. But it's the squat, sharp-eyed man in the fedora who catches your attention. He launches into a wild story about the ancient battle still raging on Boston Street. Halfway through, he stops, recognizing the look on your face. You know this one? You tell him the story about the strange clamor on the streets of Boston. That's it. I think I like mine more. It's more exciting, true. Let's get another round and do a competitive test on the other folks here, shall we? By the end of the night, the whole bar agrees the new version is better. It might be because your new friend brought them all drinks. Of course, we lost the storytelling competition, right? Okay, so this is how the story grows. Okay. Alright. New York. Went to Boston, and now we're settling down in New York. As usual, well,
The engines belch
explore.
black smoke as the ferry churns gray water into froth. A broad-shouldered figure leans out over the rail, eyeing the skyscrapers on the horizon. Nearby, a man and a woman speak in low, urgent voices. He takes her wrist gently. She is weeping softly.
Oh, I don't want to get in between. Like, this could go two ways. Either it's going to, if we listen to the couple, we might learn something, but we also might miss opportunities. But if we talk to the man, we instantly risk his wrath. You know what? Let's talk
The
to the
man
man.
gives you a once-over as you approach. His newsboy cap is ragged with age.
You look familiar. Did I meet you at Union Square? The demonstration. It got bloody, but I'm used to that after
Okay.
Italy.
He claps a hand to his hat. to
Gramsci?
shake it from the breeze.
When Gramsci was arrested, many of us had to flee. I came into New York, and here I continue our efforts. The workers' voices will be heard.
Okay, I studied social science, right? Again, not a great degree on the internet, apparently. At least it gets laughed at to oblivion. But Gramsci is a really important figure. I believe that he was arrested and he wrote something very complicated. And it was really famous because it was important, but also because I think he wrote it on like toilet paper or something, and they had to reconstruct it, and it was a whole thing. And he was like I think I would classify him as like a thinker, and like basically like Pierre Bourdieu, if you've heard of him. Basically a scholar. Let's put it that way. That's easier. And yeah, again, very active in social movement, and probably a very controversial figures in depending on who you ask. You could always earn more money. I'm feeling good about today, grows a young man in line with you outside this factory. Feeling pretty good. Today's our lucky day. Shut up, Bill. Every time you say that, nobody's hiring, shouts a man further back in line. You know what? The door burst open. We're taking all comers. Comers? Shouts the floor manager. Bill gives a whoop. I knew it, he crows. You cheer along with Bill. Fuck you, Bill. The cynic up shouts. You had nothing to do with this. Whether or not he did, though, you all get paid. And just like that, we fill their money. Okay. No interest in buying anything. Oh. Okay, so let's see. We went to New York, and now we are going to this place.
Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea. In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray, alien. The stars are dim and distant.
You know, all of these lines, they kind of remind me of this this author that I've been hearing a lot about. I think his name is William Faulkner, and there was this TikToker, right? I think he's from TikTok, and this TikToker was like doing like a Texan like situations and reading it like it was written by William Faulkner. And honestly, like, I've heard about I mean, I've seen how he makes his skit, and the way he did it was very, like, you know, poetic. I liked it. So I'm going to try and find if I can get my hands on like a copy of the a book of William Faulkner. If anyone like is a big reader, let me know what title I should go with first, and I'll try to read that. Again, I do like the poetic kind of descriptions. All right, look to the horizon.
It outshines the stars with its presence, a streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire. It slowly creeps along the sky like a vast worm, though you know that, given the distance, it must be moving at great speed.
Keep looking at the sky. Wait, what is that?
And there, near the water's edge, a human figure. They stand there, transfixed by the light. 1, 2, 3 steps, ankles lowering into the surf. Silent collapse into a black wave, bathed in a nameless color. Then, nothing.
Okay. Did we just witness something? Okay, again with the crow? Okay. Look at you. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better, much better. It seems to wink at you. Want to hear my tricks? The ones you got now, pathetic stuff. You tell those stories around and they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying. So always listen to the stories other folk tell. Their tales are less true, sure, but more useful around the campfire. Makes sense. The boss had a point about the true ones, though. The crow admits they're extra interesting. You learn a couple of folk through the life stories, and everyone will like them, no matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. Well, everyone's the captain of their destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. Ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now, but the choices you make. They change the kind of story you can tell. It ruffles its feathers, short of shrug. Choose wisely or don't. Okay. I'm going to look if we have like a map. Begin anew? A whole new... Okay. Okay, that's not it. Okay, that's the map. So we could continue and we could go back to this guy, right? The hobo. Oh, this is just like, okay. Journey log. The thing is, okay. 237 stories? Okay, the thing is, I want maybe... I need more thrilling stories. Like, they ask, oh, you gotta have thrilling stories, but nothing thrilling really happens. I mean, I got mugged on the first thing I did, and that was kind of it. Okay, let me see the progress things. Okay, so these are all people we can meet. Okay, you know what? Let's go to the map and see where we should be going. Damn. Okay. Oh, we start all the way from Maine. Okay, that's okay. You know what? Let's do we cross all the way here to Pennsylvania, or do we risk it and we just going here and then eventually turn that way? You know what? Let's follow the road. Let's follow the road. Wait, that's Philadelphia. We came from there, right? Wait. I'm lost. Hold on. Map. So we need to go to southwest. That's what we need to do. Southwest. That's this way. Okay, let's do these two things first, and then we are in Philadelphia. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. I just noticed that I got another follower, Zoltik, and that's, oh damn, that was 14 hours ago. I didn't even acknowledge that. I didn't even see that. Zoltik, if you're there or if you're not there, it doesn't really matter. I'm so sorry I didn't see that. 14 hours ago. Was I even live 14 hours ago? I don't think so. Right? Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry that I didn't see it, but if you're back again, send a text and, well, type it in the chat and I'll make sure to rectify that. Okay. You notice a black crow sitting on a fence post, watching you with unsettling intensity. Hey, it blurts. Hey, friend. Hey, do you hear about trains? It gives a throaty cackle. Locomotion, that's life. I got you some good travel tips here. I don't want to like use money. I mean, okay. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, you got a point, but I don't want to like lose all my money there. You know what I mean? Can I? Okay, I can just cross this. That's fine. Let's see. What is this?
The stream is a clear, reflective shade of blue, unusual in this region where bog iron colors the river's brown. Across the way, a goat with great leather wings laps up the water, its sunken red eyes fixed on your every movement.
Okay, that's thrilling. The hobo kid is gonna like this one.
You now notice the unnatural absence of wildlife. No fish swim in the stream. No birds sing in the trees. The winged goat drinks with a forked tongue, only abstractly concerned with your presence. Over the hill, a scorched one-room house lies abandoned, 2 of its 4 walls in ruins. The goat rears up, front hooves curled, and stretches its wings out to their full breadth.
We're gonna risk it.
The goat opens its mouth and wails, a protracted, shrill sound, indistinguishable from the cry of a human infant. It only begins to stop.
Probably like a sound of a moose or an elk.
Back. The winged goat doesn't follow. Instead, it lies down inside the burnt house, surrounded by portraits of a large family, glass frames stained brown from smoke.
Okay, the winged goat by the pristine water. That's going to be a really good story to tell. Okay.
The edge of summer
Whoa,
has turned
hold on.
the ocean choppy and misanthropic, and the skies miserably gray. The boardwalk prophetess lured you into her tent with a promise to read a fortune for free. Seems like business has slowed to a crawl already.
Okay, we're sitting at a
Before
table.
you lie the instruments of her profession. There's tarot cards, Rider-Waite, but also Marseille for traditionalists, rosary beads and costume jewelry, and of course, the centerpiece, a great glass globe.
Okay.
With practiced theatricality, she goes directly for the crystal ball, letting her eyes unfocus as though she can see a great distance into it. She brings up names, places, asks if you've known someone called John, if you have a relative in Newark.
Okay, let's not be mean, all right? Let's not be mean.
You latch on to what she says, and together you dance towards some insights about your romantic prospects. It's relieving to meet an honest charlatan instead of the ghouls and ghasts of the road. You might even say you're having fun, until she abruptly stops talking.
Oh no.
Your eyes, she says, her voice suddenly drained of the bassy drama that was her stock in trade. You've met him.
Yeah.
You've seen him, too.
Not only seen him, but we're cursed
You
by him.
carry him with you.
Yeah, baby, did you miss me?
The words that come out of your mouth are not your own. They seem unwilling
Oh.
or unable to form properly out of a human throat. They're more like snarls, warning noises of a vicious animal.
Okay.
The glass globe shatters. Your vision is hazy, and your body is not your own. You came far to get away from me, the voice lodged inside you says. But this one has a way of wandering. The fortune teller has collapsed, cowering. Consider your debt to me repaid.
And
When
just
you
like
come to your senses, you're lying face down on the rough wood of the boardwalk, sore and weak. An empty patch of wood, cleaner than the surrounding planks, is all that remains of the fortune teller's tent.
oh damn.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by and by
As you walk along the river near an unfinished bridge, a man with a tool belt catches sight of you. Hey, over there, he calls out. You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money. Hard-earned is right. The bridge hangs high over a perilous drop.
All right. Let's.
Great, he exclaims. Suppose you'll want a safety belt. We Thunderbird people don't need them. We fly when we fall.
Yeah, I don't.
Chuck, you
We belt
find
up.
yourself up high, looking over the rushing river that crashes around the foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions, "You can see Thunderbirds up here if you know how to look."
Mm.
You ask him to explain. Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you,
Okay.
he says laughingly. You only see the clouds thicken. It sure does pass the time working.
I
The man
get paid.
pays you well when you're done with the job.
All right, we move on. So, not sure how hear a story. All right, I like this one. Oh, you spend a day in the cool shade at the gas station. You notice three kids sitting beside their okay, they were with their family. While their parents argue loudly with the cashier inside, the children seem embarrassed. Oh, you see the oldest brother lean over and distract his siblings with a story. He starts telling them a story about the shootout between the female bootleggers and the cops. You realize almost instantly that he's telling a new version of the tale of the women arrested for bootlegging, but with new, exciting, over-the-top details. He tells it well. You make yourself scarce, missing the ending of the boy's new story, but the part you heard is definitely easy to remember. It'll stick with you for a while. Okay. Camp. Maybe we're going to see Hobo Kid again. Quinn. There we go.
Stranger, it's good to see you again. You know, I'm gonna see this whole world one day, but for now, I just got my sights set on seeing all 48 of the great U.S.
Doesn't the United States have 50 states? I mean, I'm not from the US, so I don't know this, so... I guess. Okay, sure.
I already seen 10 whole states. That's better than my folks ever done, that's for sure.
Alright. Keep at it.
Plenty of townies and even some tramps treat me like I'm kid simple. But I ain't helpless, and I only act it when I ain't got no better choice. Like if I get pinched.
Hope you don't.
I do right fine on my own. Don't need nobody but Cass and Flip. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
Venturing tales, right? Venturing. Like traveling, right? Oh, this might be a good one. Okay, so it's a toss-up between either the two brothers that reconnect. You know what? Let's try this one. You tell the story of the two brothers who connected.
I don't get too much out of tales that are so cheerful. Not enough excitement for me.
Okay. You could use it, but...
There you go, talking about family. Like I said, don't need nobody but my dogs. Flip's still a little green. Found him starving and angry by the roadside a few months back.
Okay.
He gets riled now and again, but he don't do nothing too bad if you just wait and let him get it out of his system. He's good to have around most times, and Cass sure seems to enjoy the company.
Alright.
Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
Alright. Humor coming up. We have a lot of those. As I say that, and okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I think this is probably the best one because that's kind of funny, I guess. Okay, so you know what? Tell a story of the bridge builders.
Not sure I quite follow that one.
And that was not the right story to tell. Okay.
Freedom? Well, that's what them trains have come to mean to me. Freedom. Crossing a country wider than imagination. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
I actually got one, yeah. Nope. Ooh, actually, that might be really good. You know what? Let's go with the one with the goat, right? The goat, no, right here. That should be a really good one.
Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't go far enough.
Okay. I mean, you know, I thought it was a good one.
Sadness. Ain't seen no sight sadder than in the city.
Why?
In the city, they want you to feel like a giant among giants, like you can do anything. But I seen them shanty camps full up with folks who got nothing to eat or do.
True.
Cities serve to make the small feel smaller.
Damn, that's a good quote.
I want a story that scares me. Now I'm older.
You know what? You're gonna get that scary story. Just right here. There you go. How you like them apples?
Wow, that's the stuff, stranger. Spooky campfire tales are my favorite.
Okay.
I remember lots of folks talking about fate and fortune before I started my travels. Talk on the river was about them populists and their Louisiana governor. Some folks say they was up to no good, that they was lazy and un-American, cheating fate with government meddling. Others said we all got the right to be kings, if we'd only let all folks have a fair shot. I suppose I ain't right in line with neither, but I don't think there's nothing un-American about needing help. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Exciting stories? Exciting. I don't have any exciting stories. I just told you all the exciting stories I have. Maybe this one? Okay.
I usually like the scary stuff, but your story needed more punch, I think.
Okay.
Change. Change ain't coming, stranger. It's already here, so they say.
Okay.
Got a whole country tied together with rails and roads and still can't feed everybody. Between you and me, I think that ain't ever gonna change. Can or can't got nothing to do with it. Well, sun's coming up, so I've gotta get ready to go. Thanks for the tales, friend. Where you heading next? Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross. I'm going up the road this way myself.
Okay, so he's going to be at the end of, well, at the east of New York.
Hope I'll see something fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you keep your eyes open.
Alright. We are going south because we have stuff to do. And there's another camp here, so... I'm not sure what is over there, but I'm going to check out that silo. Maybe there's... Mason by Sidney Meeker, Chapter 1. Ooh!
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good.
Okay. Where's your leg?
We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left.
Oh no. What happened?
Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through.
Oh no, he's dead?
The march I was on, the bonus army. It's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
Okay, funny? Okay, you got funny. That's not funny. That's thrilling. Okay. That's not funny. Do I not have funny stories? I thought I had... Right here. That should be funny and heartwarming.
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too, but I didn't believe them either.
We're gonna work on our humor and like on our
My
funny
family.
stories.
They were good to me, Ma and Pa, and to Paul, and to my sister Jessie.
Okay.
Some days I wish I could find Jessie again and have her help me. She always liked Paul best. You know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Jokes. I don't know what this story means. I mean, it's just two lighthouse keepers.
Life ain't like that, in my experience. But I guess my experience ain't normal.
Things always get better, bro.
The past doesn't even feel like it happened. It feels like it's happening in every moment, in every slumber. When your memories come back to you, do they clutch at you, at your heart? Tell me
I think I'm gonna
happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Okay, something that makes the world seem kind. Right here. That's a good one. I think that's a good one.
I got nightmares enough without hearing that kind of horror.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was going to be uplifting.
Love? It was a real long time ago. I pulled a ribbon on her hair, and her pigtails came undone, and she tattletaled on me. Never really tried after that. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Hopeful ones? This one, right? This should be good.
I liked that one.
Okay.
There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quickly. Freedom is getting paid what you deserve, and getting enough to get by. Freedom is the ability to be free of pain. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Okay, another hopeful one. That's authority. It's not gonna. I mean, that should be hopeful, right? Another year?
For a moment there. Just a moment. I felt better about it all too.
Okay.
The future's the issue, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Great War leaves us nothing to go back to, plucking up the hope and leaving us only with the vile and the unforgiven. Here's the sun. I've got to go. I'm headed up the road this way. Will our paths cross?
Okay, so you going up. Our friend is here in New York, so...
Days come and go when the terrors return. They'll never be able to pay back what they owe me, but I'll always keep at 'em.
Okay.
What about you? Is there something somebody owes you?
Yes, sir. Mason's loss. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see if this little tower has something for us. If not, then we're probably going to go in a different direction. Let's see what the map says. I'm kind of tempted to go way back up again. You know what? Let's just walk around and see what happens. Okay, so we are going north. So what does that say about us? So that means that we're going here. Okay, so we go back to we're going back to this guy, right? What is his name again? Stories, no progress. We're going back to Mason. Okay, let's reflect on these two characters for a minute. So we know a lot, well, a lot. He's Quinn, right? He doesn't like his family. He likes his dogs. He doesn't like people telling him what to do, I guess. That's really, I mean... This was set in a very old way of life of America, you know what I mean? I mean, again, I don't even know what I mean, but... From what I understand is that this was a time that was very different from the America today. You know, the day when freedom and like getting out and traveling by train is something, but I guess train hopping was a thing, right? I mean, I don't think you can do that now, but it's like the Wild West, you know what I mean? I mean, this was okay. So this guy, Mason, he kind of gives us a bit of insight into the story. He's a World War I veteran, so there is that. He has to be really. I mean, he's a really cynical. Like he doesn't. Not only did they took his leg, but probably his hope for his future as well. War is a bad thing. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with that anytime soon, but I'm kind of tempted to go back all the way back to Maine, but I feel like we're look at this. Okay, let me try and zoom out if you. I'm excited for this guy. Oh, taxes? Wow. Okay, I kind of like this game. Hold on. Ooh, Washington. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Mason, and after that we'll see where we're at, and then maybe we go back to Quinn, and then maybe call it a day. I don't know. Let's see. So the camp should be here. We already visited Philadelphia, so we don't have a lot of stuff to do there.
First, Ma and Pa wanted me and Paul on the front lines. They wanted someone to be proud of, and I did as they asked.
If your parents want you to on the front lines, I don't think I don't think they have your best interest at heart.
Then the government wanted me to take an IOU, and I did.
I don't know what that is.
When there were no more jobs, I, along with thousands of others like me, went and asked Hoover to pay up.
Okay, and did they?
General MacArthur was so scared of us, he brought in goddamn tanks to keep us from tearing apart DC.
Oh no.
So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I don't have funny stories. But you know what? Let's give you something else. You know what? Let's. Oh, I don't want him to wallow in his past. You know what? But authority seems like he's going to be really have strong emotions about that.
That can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale. The government's not much when it don't provide. It's just empty promises and broken beliefs, broken hopes, faraway bullets. Paul used to collect scary stories. Do you know a good one?
We do have a scary story. This one is going to be good.
Sounds like one of those scary stories Paul would have told me.
Yeah, right? Okay. Damn, I forget to click.
Sadness? It didn't come immediately. When Paul died, it left me feeling like half of me was missing. You don't get a connection like that. You can't.
I
go
forgot
back
to
and
to
get
ch-
another
to change the
twin.
sound. The music is a bit too loud, I think.
The emptiness didn't last. It filled itself with sadness not long after. You know any good jokes?
I
Not so
don't
good at
have
telling
jokes. You know what? Let's try this. I mean, I'm kind of. I don't know how often we can.
I don't really scare at that stuff anymore. Sorry. Death. Well, Pa didn't talk to me after what happened to Paul. They think I should have helped him.
You did. I mean, I don't know.
wasn't there. They weren't there. They won't forget him. So anyway, tell me a funny story.
Again with the funny story. You know what? Let's tell the story. Maybe this one. I mean, it's not as funny, but
Oh, come on. That doesn't sound real.
I mean, it did. I mean, this we.
Not many of us are free from suffering, and, well, war's doing the opposite of stopping that. You know any good jokes?
Okay, I'm going to just tell you about this guy.
Yeah, Paul would have liked that one. My journey? If you look at it all at once, it'll overwhelm you. It'll hurt your mind.
These guys keep asking for funny stories and I don't have one.
Day, then.
But I think we are almost out of time, so...
My foot bears it a bit better. The night's over soon. I should be leaving.
Okay, so we're not going to Pennsylvania.
takes
We're
me this
going
way
down.
next.
There are other stuff
Where's
we
it
can
taking you?
visit. We're going to pass. I don't know what MD is. I'm sorry, and I'm not American, but we're going to Virginia. That's where we're going.
I wish there
If
was
there's
a
any
road I could
American in the
take
chat, please tell me
home
because I don't know what
as I
MD
knew it.
means.
to my sister Jessie and all of them before the war. But there ain't. It's something I think the road is helping me to understand.
He whispers almost. Okay, first things first. Options. Music needs to weigh. Okay, that should be better, right? Resume. Okay. Oh, we have a new story that we can do. So let's do that. What is this? Here's story. Alright. Oh. A long black car growls up in front of this hotel. Out steps a woman in an extravagant hat and coat, followed by a whole crowd of hanger-ons. Is she a singer? An actress? You don't recognize her face, but to your surprise you recognize the story she's telling. Okay. In a sharp transatlantic accent, she's telling everyone in her party a story about the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before. It's clearly the story of the light from the sky, but changed in a few entertaining ways. Isn't that something? She asked. Her various followers agree. She pays the driver of the limousine and sweeps into the hotel like a thunderstorm on red velvet. Someone should do a picture about it, you hear her exclaim. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Wait. That is Washington. Do we go to Washington or do we... You know what? Let's go to Washington. Oh, is that MD? Is that Washington? No. Is it? Okay, hold on. Let me check the map. That's not MD, right? Washington is MD? Okay, hold on. Let me look that up. MD state. It's Maryland. Why MD? Okay, I don't get it, but you know, that's probably there's maybe some logic that I don't know, or I'm missing something, but all right. We're going to Maryland. Washington. And we're going to enter Washington and probably... Wait, actually, do we save? How do we save? Options. Controls. In-game help is H. Okay. How do I... Okay. Okay, these are all the things that we already have seen. All right. This is the last town we're going to explore, excuse me. Washington, D.C. It's hard to look at these shining buildings in the dark sunlight. You feel like an ant crawling among the tombs of giants. Away from the mountains, though, you find a city that's a little more human. Alright,
The
explore.
mailman's uniform is dated and worn. He sits on the edge of the road, head in hands. He looks up as you approach. Can you help? Car clipped me. I think my legs... Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me. He holds out a brown envelope.
Okay, to who do we live and where?
The letter's addressed to a James Gibson Sr., 120 J Street. But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs. Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street.
Okay, I don't like that someone's playing a trick on me. Let's keep
Over
looking.
here. A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall.
I thought Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old Man Gibson's the third on the right.
Okay.
As you round the corner, the world changes. J
Excuse me?
Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket.
Okay. So let's knock
The
on
man
Gibson's
who
door.
answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter. I think it's from my son. I don't see so well anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Will you read it to me? You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
This is going to be difficult. Because I don't want to tell him, like... You know what?
He
Tell him...
fights it, but his face crumbles. Tears roll down his cheeks. It's better to know. I've been waiting a long time for this. His shaking hand takes the letter. Thank you for telling me.
Damn. Kind of... Thing is, always tell the truth, but it's always hard. Let's earn money. Factory gate swing open. Who here can use a sewing machine? Shouts the foreman. You can mend holes with a needle and thread, but you haven't lived in the same house as the sewing machine in years. You know what? Let's not lie. I just... Oh, damn. And we cannot... Okay, so... You gotta know when to stretch the truth a little. Okay. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna end it here. That's basically it for today. So let's recap. We started off this game in Maine. We got mugged. Well, mugged. They didn't steal anything, I guess, but basically what happened was we got roughhoused. We got manhandled is a better word. Found a child. I'm not sure what that is all about. Met some interesting characters here. Now here we really started off. A good feel story there. A little creepy story there. And then here is when things all went like a little more serious. And now we're here. So that's probably a good place to, like, you know, stop and collect our thoughts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore Virginia in the next episode and probably make our way back to Mason. Again, I do want to see Ohio, but I am most excited about Tennessee, because like I think I'm gonna really like this character. I'm not sure who that is, but that's the whole point. So let's map that out. So we're going to this guy, Virginia, and maybe go back here, but it's probably better to well, go to Virginia, up to Pennsylvania, back again, Ohio, and then make our way down. Or we could follow the line and then maybe travel back later, and maybe try to find a train that brings us here, because that would be easier. Pennsylvania. So we're going to probably go down south and keep going south. Alright. So far, I'm liking this game. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm happy that I actually tried this game. So for now, thank you for experiencing this story with me. And again, this might not be everyone's cup of tea. I get it. But yeah, hopefully I can catch you in the next one, and I'll see you on the road. See ya.